Hi and welcome back to the Cheeky Crypto Podcast. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another podcast video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at the biggest headlines in the space at the moment in crypto. The stuff that I think is really important that you need to be aware of. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right. Let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so we're going to start here and I guess really important, right? Wall Street is grappling with crypto's $1 trillion custody question. NASDAQ halts push in surprise move despite demand for the service. Regulatory grey areas cost are an obstacle for some. So look, this is really interesting stuff, but I think that we need to be aware that I guess some of this stuff when it comes to the institutional side of things is going to take some time. And I think that it's all great having, these spot ETF, all being registered as interest and stuff like that. But I do think that this process could take some time. Maybe I'm wrong, but seeing this sort of news is not surprising to me. Look, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. But before we move on to the next aspect of the news, just want to mention that we have a free trial for 7 days on our Cheeky Crypto membership. If you go to 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧𝗏.io, check out the website. There's on-chain data on the likes of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, for example, so you can get all of Nick's wallet details for these chains, much more liquidations and just loads of really cool on-chain data for cryptocurrency. We also got TA on request from our technical analysts and all the project reviews and ratings and so forth. Loads and loads, too much to go over in this video. Definitely worth checking it out. Free trial, link in the description. Moving on, and again, this is quite a big piece of news, actually. Again, really bullish for Ripple. Ripple applies for crypto license in the United Kingdom. And could we see, and I guess it's just potential, could we see Ripple in the UK? Could they move from the US to the UK? Would be really interesting, right? Ripple applied for registration as a crypto asset firm with the United Kingdom's Financial Conduct Authority after its partial win against the US SEC. So look, really big deal, really interesting stuff, and I'm super excited to see what the outcome is for Ripple. We've got WorldCoin launch divides opinions. Crypto community has its say. What could go wrong? Decentralized ID protocol WorldCoin has launched, receiving mixed reactions. Do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on this one. If you want to obviously find out my thoughts and opinions on WorldCoin, you are going to have to be a member. I will do a full solid review and rating on this project for our members. Like I said, 7-day free trial, check it out. But I'll give my views on it. But let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are. Really interested to know. We got Britain rejects call to regulate crypto as gambling. And this was something that we discussed a while back on this podcast channel. And I guess there are, I guess, elements of, how you could regulate it like gambling. But I just don't think that was, ever something that was likely to happen, because I just think they would just lose too much in taxes and stuff like that. So look, not surprised, but we want to be watching these things and seeing how things progress. I think it's really important. We got XRP court ruling, Ripple court ruling really, marks milestone, but new crypto law could take years. And this kind of aligns with what we were saying earlier with the NASDAQ stuff. Like, some of this stuff's just going to take far longer than people really anticipate. I do think that it'll be in time for a market crash, or potentially, when institutions are ready to get involved. I do think that these things are going to take time, and look, I think cheaper prices are going to have to come for institutions to really sort of pile in their masses. But, it's definitely a good milestone, with this win against the SEC. But the SEC are likely to, I guess, dispute it and, try to get a retrial or something. They're going to go down those routes. So, look, I don't think that this is over between the SEC and Ripple. But at the moment, as it states, XRP is not a security, and that is going to have a huge impact on other projects that are heavily implicated in, lawsuits with the SEC, or, by proxy are involved, with some of these exchanges and so on. So yeah, lots to think about. And we got peer-to-peer crypto exchange loses ground in shrinking markets. So basically this is talking about decentralized exchanges and saying that they're actually losing market share. Does that potentially mean that, centralized exchanges are getting, more of a share now? I think that is, the case, to be honest. I think that, for all the benefits of a decentralized exchange, I still think the go-to place for the vast majority of investors is a centralized exchange. So not surprised, but I think that there needs to be some changes when it comes to decentralized exchanges. I think they need to work on being simpler to use, and I think that user experience just isn't there with some of these decentralized exchanges. So look, I think we need to see more done for front end user in that world. But I do think that long term decentralized exchanges are going to be the ones that are most victorious in the exchange world. But again, regulations and institutions getting involved could see laws passed around custody and the impact on exchanges. So you could end up with regulated, non-regulated exchanges. And that could be both for decentralized and centralized players in the space. So look, I'm really interested to see how everything progresses. But I think we've got to keep this stuff in mind as to where we're best to keep our crypto and so on. So make sure that you've got good risk management. I think that's really important if you want to be successful in this space. More than 90% of people in crypto are just not going to make money. Let's make sure we're part of that 10%, and let's see if we can push that 10% to be much higher. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you took something from it. If you did, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.